What's up, boys? We're back with some more explosive mining because somehow I still haven't unlocked the pickaxe artifact that extends your range. Even though I play a ton of mining builds, they're honestly one of my favorites. It just feels so cool destroying the entire levels, getting tons of resources and potentially stats off of that as well if you get any of the artifacts that also scale with them. So we're looking for the cryo grenade and the high explosive grenades. And we're going for the TNT mining and hopefully the triple grenades as well, just to make them even more effective at deleting everything. And then also, if we get the cryo grenade very early on, I might go for the favorite on that and go super hard into it, and then maybe we can try and go for the bluest build in the game as well, since I really liked the green one with tons of acids. Get a few decent levels on the PGL, since we will maybe get some kinetic upgrades, I'm not sure. The high explosive does match that, I'm not sure what else would be good there. I don't think the nails overclock you can get on some explosives that adds an extra explosion to them with some decent damage. I don't think it scales with kinetic though. Ooh, cryo. Okay, we can go for the favorite on that at level 18, which is, I think, 100% damage and reload speed for that one, at the cost of some stats on your other ones. The favorite stats seem to vary on a weapon-to-weapon basis, and I really don't remember what every weapon in the game gets off of that.
Prepare to fight for your life. LZ clear. Supply inbound.
It works on the PGL, but no. Let's see what else we got. Okay, multi-tool. It's not the greatest right now, and we're not going to add that many tags. But actually, what I might do now is go for the high explosive grenade, and then I think if those are close, I'll just take reloads, since that'll also help with freezing anyways. And then we're going to pump up the cryo grenade super hard here. And actually, I'm going to try and scale the multi-tool as much as possible here. If we can get some quick overclocks there and get the mining, then I might actually skip the high explosive so that we can go for more tags on that and get absolutely insane reload speed on the cryo grenade. Decent crit chance. But I think the artifacts we want the most here would be gold scanners, so that we can get more global reload speed stuff. Take the cryo level here, another one. And especially explosion radius is really fun. But I'm definitely not going to pass up a chance to go for the really fun trifecta of multi-tool, weapon box, and turbo encabulator. Try and add some extra interesting weapons to the build and get a ton of reload speed and some decent damage at the same time. Reload into an overclock. Okay, so we're going to have to miss one of the most important upgrades for this. So I guess what we'll do is take explosion radius here, hope for the triple grenade at level 12, and then we'll have to get the mining effect on the high explosive grenades still. We can't go absolutely all in on it like I was hoping for now. I think the triple grenade is just way too important for a basic overclock. Honestly feels like a lot of weapons unstable overclocks. We don't have any mining stuff, so I can just try and nuke these guys as fast as possible then, which isn't going to be that fast. Cryo grenade is kind of weak without the triple. Big paint job, sure. So we'll just try and pull them through some of the detonators for now if I can. Potency is fine. So yeah, we really want the high explosive now to mine if possible. Okay, nice. Take a level for that. And another one. I think I will still go for the... Ooh. I think explosion? Pretty tempting either way, but this will work on probably everything here. Reload for that. Yeah, I think what we'll do is go the favorite on the cryo grenade still and have that as a super min-max damage weapon. And then the high explosive will be mining, hopefully, and just be a sort of utility weapon for the builds. So that can maybe still get me the artifacts unlock. Paint job, we can see what I get there. Okay, we got the triple. The two that I really wanted, but the damage and utility is just so low without that. I think we kind of have to take it.
Gotta move on. It's getting worse down there.
Big mining luck. This could pay off in the long run. We're really going for the TNT, so I think I'll do that for the potential long term.
Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod.
We'll take a level here so that I can hopefully get the mining going. And then here, probably damage. We're going to be taking this way past 18. And then plasma works, but it doesn't add a ton of tags, it would just be plasma. If we were to go here, I could get 4 different tags. If I were to go here, I could get 4 different tags, and then this could also collect resources for us behind me. So that should pump up the multi-tool pretty nicely. So probably luck at the first stage. And then I guess we'll take the potency level here.
You made short work of stage 1. Well done, miner.
Cryo grenade, some early XP. Let's see what else we got. Reload for that. Okay, nice. We got the mining for that. Now we can freely pump the cryo grenade. I actually think I do want to save a paint job for that, since that's the most efficient levels we could get for it. Since we eventually want the overclocks ban. Oh, I was gonna say, it's gonna be really hard for me to actually kill one of those. I guess Nitra for the weapon levels here.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
Big XP for the run.
That's a no-brainer.
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching. Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Reload so that that can mine even faster. Plenty of nitro for rerolls. We really want to see some resource scanners at this point.
Landing zone ready. Impact imminent.
Nitra, that works. Not the ideal one, but still lots of weapon levels.
Let's show them some pie. You bug pop.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
I guess if it's close enough, we'll still take that. Can get a triple for a decent damage boost to that. The feedback harness unstable overclock on high explosive grenade was massively buffed in the patch, but I'm not sure if it's going to be super relevant in the late game when we're hyper focusing the cryo grenade. I'm picturing everything is going to be frozen before I can even run through it anyways. Reload helps that with the mining. And then I think the only other overclock on the high explosive is the one that causes bugs to sometimes run in fear, which I've never been super impressed by, but I guess it kind of fits with the cryo grenade, extra crowd control. Magnet we can save for a bit later, get some nice Nitra and XP off of this level still. Big luck.
Gotta move on. It's getting worse down there.
Here, have a bullet in that fight. That's the one.
Lots of XP on this run.
Threat level increasing. Objective completed.
I think we'll grab some pickup radius to help with all of the Nitra that it'll be sometimes dropping pretty far away. I kind of want some more movement. If that was reload, I would definitely take it.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
But damage won't even change how the build looks. Reload, there it
You don't
is.
see these every day. Ooh, think you could kill me? Well, think again.
Watch it. The threat level
Reload into the level 18. Okay, it's potency. And then we lower the reload speed. That's not that good. And it doesn't even change how they look. This actually makes them bigger. Yeah, huh. I guess we'll just go radius then. Paint job. Go for some big fire rate there. I just want big grenades and I cannot lie, man.
running out of bugs. More are on the way.
Probably just the reload here for more mining.
That will teach you.
Time's running out, miner. The bugs are getting worse.
Reload for all
It's a little extra
throwables.
special.
Damage here to push the overclocks reload. I think we have enough XP at this point, unless it's really high. Okay, triple or even faster mining. We'll go reload here, and then reload here,
I'm raring to try this out.
and then reload here, and then probably reload there,
This one suits me best.
and then explosion radius every time. Paint job is fine.
Completed. Drop pod
Reload.
has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
Yeah, if the favorite on Crowd Grenade had reload, or something cool like explosion radius, I definitely would have taken that, but I just don't find potency to be a very good stat when you're already stacking the Crowd Grenade, because you're going to be instantly freezing stuff anyways,
Well done,
so you
miner.
don't get a ton out of that.
Stage 2 completed.
When you're already pumping the reload speed super high, you can get more slowing on that, sure. Reload, paint job, cheap level,
To make more options.
cheap level, some
Now
decent
this is the rare.
stats,
What else we got?
big paint job there,
Looks beautiful, like me.
and then we'll go for some big
Overclock
explosion
says it's
radius,
time to kill.
and then I think I'm just going to hold and look for some cooler stuff later
This
on.
one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
Yeah. On my lucky jaw.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Fuck yeah.
We've got too much clutter for the supply pod to land. Do something.
Look how the loot box.
Box of goodies headed your way, miner.
Nice.
I really don't think it's going to be very easy to kill them here. But we do have most of the damage overclocks now. I guess I'll try.
Help me be a perfect dwarf.
This sounds kind of rough though. I'll go damage here. Like, the level 18 on that won't improve my damage any.
Big swarm is approaching.
So really we're just missing the PGL, but I'm not scaling that up a ton.
Shooting it up, okay?
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
They're so tanky, why? I guess we'll take a purple damage there. Reload speed, I think. Yeah, that won't really improve the damage a lot.
Let's show them something. Minerals pure.
This is terrible this early on since the cost of XP scales, but we can remove it from the pool and maybe get some stuff to improve our damage a bit to help out with killing the other ones.
I'm gonna do something epic. This. Son of a bitch. Boom, baby. Let's get the thing. We got it. Huzzah!
Probably cool to go for throwable reload and explosion radius here. And then the longer we take to kill the elites here, the better.
Dial it in.
So that we have more time on these and probably not even going to be close to finishing off all of the minerals on this level.
I got it in the mouth.
Get it wrapped up, Miner. The longer you stay, the harder it gets.
Yeah, we got the hordes.
Out of these, I guess legendary gold's the only real choice. I was hoping for more, like, blue artifacts off of them so we could at least get the pool a lot smaller. But so far, just the one junk level thing. But it looks like we'll be able to finish them all at least, so not the worst value.
The bugs are growing stronger.
We at least get a lot of resources to buy stuff in the shop. But some coupons would go hard right now. Nope, just more reload speed it looks like.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
Probably some global damage.
Let's show them some pay.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Okay, I guess we got most of the minerals. Not too bad.
Plenty more where that came from. Stage
Take a
4
level
waiting for
that.
you.
Paint shop, pick up reloads.
More options.
Luck. I'll do a bit of mining. Take a cheap level into that, and then there's the magnetic alloy, excuse me, for that.
What else?
Reloads. Probably grab a reload for that at some point.
More options.
Big paint job. Okay, there we go.
That's a
And we'll
no-brainer.
try out the hallucinogenic here for Mega CC. Bit more mining for when the grenades aren't throwing.
Let's shake
Luck.
it up.
We can actually finish that off with almost full paint jobs. I don't think either of those really matters too much.
Gas. I rarely go for this one.
Load up and get going, Miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
I hope this mission will pay off handsomely.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Come and get me, you big fucking con. I'm not scared of you.
Take a level on that.
Loot box looted.
Big swarm detected. Buck up and get ready. Supply pod prep. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land.
weapon box to combo with the multi-tool. We got the bolt shark, which should add a lot of stuff actually. So I think we were 11 or 12 on that, and we're up to 13, which is not a lot actually. Okay, not the greatest then. Little bits of utility with the acid for damage taken, and electrical for increased crit chance. Guess we'll just grab some paint job here.
Think you can kill me? Think again. Let's show them some fight. Shoot it in the face. Feeling much better. Shoot it in the face.
Oh god, we got medium reload. Yuck.
Hell yes. Bring it back on. See you later.
The bugs aren't appreciating your presence, miner. Get the lead out. Running out of bugs. More are on the way.
You can get the electrical field at level 18 for a tiny amount of extra mining, but even when you focus like projectile fire rate and reload speed, it's still pretty weak. So I doubt it really even does anything here. I guess more reload.
They're getting worse, miner. You need to move.
Die, monsters!
Alert! Threat level increasing.
Dwarves don't die today.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
Big explosion radius.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
Reload for the cryo grenades.
Stage 4 is done. Onwards to stage 5 we go.
Cheap level
This one suits me
there.
best.
And then I will pump the cryo grenade super high, even though I don't think potency is the best for it. We'll skip stuff like that though.
Show me more.
Reload on it is nice, but I don't think we're just getting raw damage.
Next.
Reload
can't get enough
there
of this
and
rare
there. And then we'll hold Nitra if there isn't anything that I want a ton.
The Dreadnought. Now you just need to
And
make it
we'll
come
eventually
out of
look for some of the
hibernation.
Nitra scaling artifacts as well.
Show them what a single dwarf can do.
Oh yeah.
More
This is
pickup.
my pick.
There's a lot of eggs in that area, so we'll probably try and get everything else first and then come back for that a bit later, even though there's some resources there. Don't want to accidentally bring the boss out too quickly with all of the explosion radius.
You ugly son of a bitch! What I found! Sorry, your own fault for being so stupid. Try to look, my little friend.
Can't land the supply pod.
Well, of course the supply pod is right on top of that.
Feel much better now.
Landing zone ready.
Aw, look at him running in fear so slowly. Yeah, we can still get some decent value out of that. Fortunately, no gold scanners this time.
Never felt better. I needed that. You ugly son of a bitch!
Reload speeds.
Watch out! It's big and it's dangerous! Go to hell!
I guess we'll take the damage here.
I just became a better dwarf! I die a little inside every time I have to take a Let's clear them out!
That looks like all of the rocks, I think. More damage.
Be the perfect dwarf! Attack! Swallow this! Break the pie!
Behold my giant frozen bug zoo.
That's all you got, you slippery shit!
More luck. Yep.
Nice! I'll take it!
Oh yeah, the 5-leaf clover artifact would be insanely good if you could get at least one gold scanner. For some extra rerolls in the shop and luck every time you do that.
planet before it leaves.
Reload.
Oh, yeah.
Time's ticking, miner. Move it! Stage 5 complete. Diving deeper.
Reload. Luck. Cryo. Pick up.
Want nothing from me here. Let's try again.
Cryo. Explosion radius.
Let me try again.
Reload.
I'm feeling lucky.
Lock the luck. And then we can finish that off with a Kimbo.
Overclock, my favorite type of clock.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
Let them go. New bug hot.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out.
Your history.
Ew, we have electrical too. I'll get a bit more HP just in case. We have electrical crit chance, the damage and potency, and medium reload speed all off of that. That is rough. 5 rerolls, that's a decent amount still. Okay, nitro powder, that's fantastic.
This rare
Brings
stuff.
us up to 114% currently.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
That hit the spot. Let's go get some pie.
Big swarm detected. Doggerman, get ready.
Suck on this, you freaking nature.
Objective completed.
Yeah. New bug hot. See ya later.
Big reload. It does help a little bit with XP collection, so I may as well if those are the choices. And then that also improves the shocking and freezing utility it has also. So that probably is the best stat we can get on it anyways.
It's growing out of hand. Get it done, miner.
Let's show them some pain.
You need to move it. The bugs are evolving.
I'll take a level here, I guess. cryo grenades.
Think you can kill me? Think again.
Stage 6 done and dusted. Taking you to stage 7.
Cryo luck,
Legend.
bit of movement.
Let me try again.
Then we actually kind of need to hold the golds.
Surely next time we'll be better.
Luck, I can do one more reroll with that.
Feels
Take
rare.
reload there.
Feels right.
I guess it's fine since we have the nitro powder
I
anyways.
can't get enough. Let me try again.
Cryo.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
This mission will pay all handsomely.
Take a level for the high explosive.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Bring it, Beckers!
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready. Objective completed. Excellent job.
I've got a gold blade.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Here, proper bait, let's get it.
Prepare for impact.
I think we'll probably save all the rerolls to try and get pickled nitro on the very last floor. So here, this would be 154. Kind of hurts, but honestly, I might just take this since it's not as risky and my damage is fine anyways. That'll also give me a little bit more mining time by keeping my damage a bit lower. Currently, paint job is what we want the most for that. We want to keep it on electrical and acid, so just some stats there.
Hello, and good.
It's too bad that adding extra elemental types through the overclocks doesn't add any more tags to the weapon. Like right there, then adding fire or cryo could actually be kind of cool for the multi-tool artifacts.
I feel more alive. I'm not scared of you. Go to hell.
Speed it up, miner. The bugs grow stronger.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again. Hello, and good.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
More nitro.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Paint job or reloads.
Yeah.
Gotta move on, miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily.
No.
Show me more.
Luck? I guess so.
My kin courses through me. Let me try again.
Don't
Nope.
really
Try again.
care. Reload for
I'm
that's
having
good.
nothing. Show me more.
Cryo
Gonna roll the
grenades.
dice on this
Even though that
one.
actually lowers my damage
Points
now.
for
Paint job.
strike. Show me more.
Cryo. And that's about all we can do. With no gold
This
scanners.
is a simple mining mission. Get it done,
We're at
miner.
207% crit chance at the start of a level now. There's a bug right there, but I'm not throwing anything.
Feel much better now.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Yeah, I guess. Pump up the damage now that we're getting close to the final boss. I think there's been at least 2 levels that we 100% cleared, so I should definitely have the artifact unlocked now, even if I messed up a little bit.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Objective completed. Got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, miner. The swarm is heading your way. Load up. Good work. There's a resupply on the way.
Squinties, I feel like this might be bad with the massive crit chance I have. That's going to be low value. I guess this is slightly over 50% damage? No, 33%. With the multiplicative minus 30% damage, that should be a small damage loss then. So what we'll do is take this to just get it out of the artifact pool. Yeah, the higher your crit stats are, the weaker that becomes, since those two are additive while the damage penalty is multiplicative. So when you're at very high crit stats from like nitro powder stacking, it's pretty hard to make it worth it.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday. You bug fuck. Die! I'm not scared of you. Yeah. Take that.
Oh, my shockmans pulled that magnet from all the way over there. Cryo grenade.
Careful, they're going blood crazed. Work fast, miner. Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Reload, sure.
A little
Reload.
extra special.
Time's ticking, miner. Move it.
Suck on this, you freaking nature.
Stage 8 complete.
So
Time
we're
is over.
at 276% with it capped out at... Where's it? Oh, right there. 500 stacks. Yeah, we easily kept that down. Big reload, cryo.
Surely next time will be better.
Reload.
Calling to
More
me.
luck? Sure.
Epic up, I'm feeling
Even
lucky.
more explosion radius.
Let's shake it up.
We'll lock those, I guess. Kind of hard to buy all of the gold stuff. Cryo
Bingo.
grenade.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
Danger and darkness. Here we go. Much better.
Do you get less loot hoarders if you take the holy baits?
The challenges
Because we haven't had a single natural holy hoarder yet, right? Just the 4 from the... Oh, well there's one of them. Yeah, but I think that's the only one we've gotten so far, other than the holy baits. Those are both junk. We can take that for a small damage boost to the cryo belts.
The surface is too packed for the supply pod.
I guess thermal damage.
Supply pod launched. Impact imminent.
Coupons are super late, but we can remove that from the pool and get a little bit more out of the shop here.
Big swoon detected. Lock up and get ready.
Then we have a bunch of rerolls available to try and hit pickled nitra on the last floor.
Like a Christmas tree. We got a swoon incoming.
Suck off this, you freaking danger. Here, have a bullet in the fight.
Exit completed.
I feel more alive.
They got your scent now. Threat level increased.
Bring the pain! You ugly son of a bitch.
Quota satisfied. The drop
Get more
pod is arriving.
gold since we have all of those big things locked. More cryo grenades.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner.
I guess a level here?
Give me that.
Elites never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Cryo, big gold stuff.
Let me try again.
Cryo,
It's calling to me.
may as well.
Upgrade's I want another go. Gotta have it. I want another go.
Explosion, we can do 1 or 2, probably 1 reroll after that.
Next.
Cryo,
Yes, please.
can't get that anymore. And that's about it.
Here we go. You found the Dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by
So
destroying
we're up
the
to
cocoon.
276% crit chance here with its heavily overcapped now. But the pickled nitra doesn't have a cap on it because it also has the huge downside of minus movement speed on it as well.
Yeah, give me some sugar. I'm dying every time I have to take boom, baby. You fucking do that. Let's show them some pie.
Supply pod active. Locate the LZ and prep it for landing. Good work. Supply pod inbound.
Alright, everything for the pickled nitra. Turbo encabulator is very good here. But we're going for the dream, and we did not get it. Rip.
Need it.
It will make it easier to completely mine out this level, since it's kind of hard to mine when you're moonwalking backwards. You have to rely completely on the weapons. Reload. I guess I may as well take that and delete the boss a bit faster with all of the crit chance off of the nitro powder.
This one's for Carl. This horde thinks it can kill us. Let's prove it wrong.
So it looks like we've gotten at least 3 levels completely mined out now. It's kind of weird that on the minimap it shows stuff that you've already exploded still being there until you get very close to it for some reason. But it looks like that's everything mined out now.
Well done, team. Immediate Dreadnought threat eliminated.
I rarely pick up
Objective
these.
completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Yes.
So final stats, we got up to 124% damage, 120% global reload, plus a bunch of extra throwable on top of that, 276% crit chance, almost all of that being from the nitro powder, 328% crit damage, 119 luck, bunch of stuff there, don't really care. I just wish the favorite on the cryo grenade had a more interesting stat than potency, like reload or explosion radius. This was probably the ideal run for it, and it still didn't seem like it would be worth it just for a bit of potency and damage. It just doesn't really feel that impactful, although it's not terrible. But we got massive explosions with the triple, huge damage and crowd control for that. Got the mining there and the triple to speed that up a bit. Little bit of extra crowd control. I don't think either of those 18s would have done a whole lot. We could probably use another unstable overclock for that. got some freezing turrets that also pick up XP for us, mainly to add a bunch of tags there, but we added a bunch of junk with the Bolt Shark, unfortunately. 2 different electrical upgrades and then medium reload speed on top of that. Not ideal. We did get some extra freezing there, so we did end up with 3 freezing weapons between that and those 2. And we got the shield belt to buff those up a tiny bit, but I still feel like those are pretty terrible with a 30-second cooldown. If they would just improve that a bit, then maybe they would be okay. But I think the only time I ever take those is to get them out of the artifact pool. We actually got all of the hoolies there, although we didn't really find anything great. We only got 1 artifact, and that's pretty junk that early on. But it did help us find slightly better artifacts, I guess. The Nitro combo was pretty good at least. $157 million cryo damage, but the cryo grenade was 159 million. Interesting. I wonder how that happens. We had some cryo from this as well, so that is pretty strange. 220 million total, not too shabby. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.